Hello everybody and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns, broadcasting the Link's Awakening DX 100% No Wrong Warp or Outer Bounds tournament. This is round 3 of the Swiss Weeks. We have PhantomMat versus Nitroz. Commentating for us we have Kavone and Corin. Say hello everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
This should be a good run. Really looking forward to it.
I always look forward to PhantomMat races.
Matt is a content creator.
He really is. Here's the thing: we can probably expect a clean run from Nitroz, but PhantomMat, there is no such thing as a clean run from PhantomMat. There's just good content.
Yeah, and none of this is meant in in anything other than like the most love for our boy Matt. But
he's good at recovering.
He is. So keep your finger over the clip button, and we'll see y'all in the memes afterwards.
Okay, here we go.
And hopefully they'll be off any second now. Hey. So yeah, this is LADX Hundo. There's a lot of things to get in this. We've got to get all the heart pieces, pictures, inventory upgrades, inventory items, capacity, tunic. I think that's everything. We don't have to get all of the seashells, just enough to level 2 swords.
Basically, if you open your item menu and there's a slot for it, you have to get it.
Yeah. With the exception of the magic potion, for reasons that elude me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we woke up on this island, and they stole all our stuff, so we got to go get it back.
I love how you're commenting this as if this is a Let's Play.
Yeah, well, you know, some people might not have seen LADX before, like the... you never know.
This is probably not the best first experience of watching.
If it is the first time watching, I would always recommend that Matt be the first person you watch.
Okay, so here they're farming 10 rupees because they want to buy stuff at the shop because it's quicker. So they're using a glitch here, which is rupee duping, which is using either the sword or the shield at the same time as collecting the rupee, and it dupes the rupee. This kind of RNG. Matt getting good
11!
Perfect RNG.
Oh,
so now we see Nitro has to farm because he hasn't had as good RNG. Matt just getting the seashell, and then he's gone. He's all the way to the shop already.
148 shop entering. That's he is going to be happy.
You can hope for, really.
Yeah, mowing the lawn to get the extra rupees can take a while. But he's in. So that's about a 26 seconds difference.
So we actually get the 10 rupees to buy the powder in the other shop. But the reason why we buy the bombs there is that we can actually save and quit as we buy it, so that our rupee count doesn't go down. Because when you save and quit in this game, it stores your rupee count and it doesn't remember whether it's going down.
Yeah, your rupees decrease sequentially in this. Nice wee quirk. And yeah, we need those 10 rupees to play the trendy game. But we're not going to get Yoshi. Hopefully, there's no... Okay. No one should fail trendy game. It's devastating to watch when that happens.
How has Nitroz caught back up?
Mysterious.
Oh yeah, Matt had quite bad RNG in the shop.
Yeah.
We didn't really commentate over that.
Well, we're going to pick up the seashell from the doghouse just now. Very important room in other categories.
So we should mention... actually, we'll mention seashell routing after bomb triggers, because we're going to see bomb triggers soon. So what a bomb trigger is in this game is that in certain screens, there's events or cutscenes that they'll trigger automatically based on set conditions. Now, using bomb triggers will activate those early, and the way you do this, you place a bomb the frame before you enter a screen, and then the frame after you enter a screen. So you can see Matt was pause buffering to get it first time there.
Just like that.
And that triggers Tarrant, so we don't even need to powder him. It effectively advances a game state on screen.
And we're going to use it extensively throughout the course of this ROM. For triggering cutscenes, for getting items. Very disappointed that neither of them attempted to pit walk, but I guess we can't all be Xander.
So speaking of seashells, there is a room in this game. Well, it's a hut called the Seashell Mansion. Now that will give you an extra seashell when you visit it at 5 seashells, and when you visit at 10 seashells. Because these are 2 very easy free seashells, so it gives us a seashell routing. So you'll see they'll be getting seashells in such a way to get 5 seashells just when they're passing the Seashell Mansion, so they can get the 6th.
Yeah. So there's not an awful lot really happens at this stage of D1. D1 is done very vanilla for the most part. We're on our way to go get incredibly broken Rock's Feather, which will allow our boys to break the game. Ooh, Matt getting some interesting luck with the Spideys there.
Why did he leave the screen?
I don't know. I'm surprised that it didn't fall down the pit itself. But okay, well, Nitroz takes the lead. So the walls in this dungeon and in many others are treated like ledges. So by clipping into them and jumping whilst also slashing your sword or firing a bow in the opposite direction, you launch off it, which we'll see Nitroz here jump over that key block. And yeah, super jumps will be used throughout this. They completely break the game. Remember, this is a very well-programmed video game. That was Rolling Bones. Was being the operative word. And now we go to the genuinely most difficult boss in the run. It's Moldorm. If you clink off his head, you will fall in the pit and lose a ton of time. So
neither of them having any issues with Moldorm. Moldorm is one of the hardest speedrun bosses.
Yeah.
So there's no real way to quick kill him because he's not predictable.
Yeah, you can maybe get a spin slash off, and that will make it a little bit better. But that has its own risks as well.
Because a lot of the boss in this game, there's a pretty good system to them, or quick kills, and people are used to doing the same thing over and over. With Moldorm, it can be different every single time.
So thankfully, because we're playing Japanese version, we can tell those boys to shut up by pressing the V button. If you've played in English, you'll know that scene goes on and on and on. But Best Buddy Bow Wow has been stolen by moblins, and we got to go rescue him.
I believe in English that is the longest text box in the game.
Oh, Nasho's getting attacked by a keys. So first pick up of some rupees there in Log Cave, and he's going for super jump to get the heart piece. We'll see if Matt does the same or if he's going to bomb trigger it. A little bit faster to bomb trigger.
Maybe he's going to super jump.
Yeah.
Did he do that unclipped?
Good work. So now they're both off to get acquainted with the mouse.
Guy. Are we calling it the mouse still? Photo guy. So the interesting thing is, for the run, you kind of have to get it now, because if you were to get it later on, after you return Bow Wow, it would take quite a bit longer through routing. And you can't talk to him when you've got Bow Wow, otherwise he's not going to start taking your picture.
Yeah, so there are 12 photos in this that we'll be getting along the way. And if you were watching Santa's run earlier, you'll have got to see all of them.
There will be one day a runner who at the end of a race will print off their photos and share on the Discord.
Yeah, if anyone has
that will be the ultimate meme lord.
Yeah, everyone has a Game Boy printer for true hundo. Yes.
I mean, if any of those still exist.
I think they just use printer, like receipt printer paper for it, so you can probably rig something up. So Bow Wow's go. Oh, perfect. So you can stand outside.
Perfect. RNG.
Yeah, you can stand outside D2 for ages, waiting for Bow Wow to eat the flower. But sometimes he just wants to be a good boy. We'll see if Matt has similar luck. He's doing what's called a flop clip, where I think he failed that one. Basically, jumping into the obstacle as the text box comes up gives you a slight boost. He got a great Bow Wow there as well. Okay. Yeah, allows you to clip through the block. We'll be using that in D3 quite a bit as well, to save us going to get an extra key. D2 is done completely vanilla. There's not an awful lot really to say in terms of speedrun strats for it.
Dungeon 2 in any speedrun for this game is so difficult to break, because it's completely linear. You come back across yourself like 2 times in the dungeon total, if that.
Yeah.
That's not like going one way several rooms and coming back. That's literally just 2 rooms.
These ghosts just have to be gone off the screen for the chest to appear. Don't need to die, just yeet them to the right. And we're off to the boss key room now. Hopefully they're going to go on. They've got to kill the enemies in here in the right order. So the Pole's Voice, or the bunny, has to die first, then the Keese, and then the Stealth Boss. Yeah, perfect for Nitroz. That room can really troll you, as can this one here as well. Good bit of advice: if you're ever low on health, there is a fairy underneath the third pot along on the bottom. By holding a bomb here rather than carrying a pot, the game doesn't check to see what you're doing, just that you carrying something. Nice little bit of swag there. And Nitroz is fighting the genie. So yeah, Grows like for most of the bosses, there is a really consistent way of beating them in speedrun. And here we're going to see Nitroz clip into the wall, which breaks the bottle in one hit run 3, plants a bomb, fire the bomb arrow, and bombs your uncle. It's a pun that probably only works if you're English, but whatever. Matt coming in to do the same. Okay, so that's Nitroz out of D2 now, and going to get this heart piece, which if caught earlier on in the run would elicit cries of shame from the chat. In non-hundo, it's you don't get it at all, so it is referred to as the heart piece of shame. It's slightly quicker to get it coming down the way after D2. But he's now going to see the Mad Batter, which will give him the first capacity upgrade, and it's imperative you say no to the first option and get the bombs, which is option 2. Do not make a mistake. I'm going to get this seashell, and then another one, and that should bring him up to 5. Now you can get a bit of a delay on that screen where Bow Wow will occasionally bark when you're over a pit and where you're over a seashell, and that can get in your way a little bit. But as Nitroz now on his way to Seashell Mansion. It's very slightly quicker to open that cave now rather than later to save the menu. Ooh, gets a bit of a hit from the bomb fairy. By all reasonable accounts, the worst enemy in the game. And yeah, he's now going to get his Richard picture.
So after this, obviously we'll be getting his 6th seashell at the Seashell Mansion.
Remember, he has to get exactly 5. It won't work if you have any more, so... Okay. So, normally we would be going around to do Cadillac Castle, but Alpha 5 did not create this category, so instead we're going to skip it. He's going to do Villa Skip here, which is where he's going to be pause buffering till he hears the sound of Link falling, and then buffering down out. So that was, I think, 5 buffers. Not too bad. Seen some pretty tragic Villa Skips.
Ooh.
It can just keep going.
Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, if you leave the screen there, that bad things happen.
If you leave the screen whilst you're picking that up, you soft lock.
Yeah.
As in, there's no more D3 key, and you didn't get it. It's weird how that happens.
You can...
in Dungeon 5 with the hook shot.
Oh, Matt fell. Okay, well, hopefully you can get through a second time. There'll be another pause buffer trick coming up here called Jesus Jumping, where as he lands on the water, he looks for the splash behind, and then you can buffer another input from there in order to get this seashell nice and early. And now we're into D3. So you're going to see a lot of enemies getting killed in D3. This is because after 30 kills, getting a piece of power, which gives us a major speed boost in any percent categories. Where you do, well, apart from true any percent, I suppose you route these into every single dungeon you can. But because we save and quit, that resets the kill counter. So this is the only dungeon where you actually see enough enemies die to get it.
Ooh. Well, he's not getting it now.
Acorn strats.
So piece of power will not drop if you have Acorn. Oh, he's actually taking damage. So
Yeah.
if you take 3 hits of damage with the Acorn, you lose it. But if you have the Acorn, piece of power will not drop. So
I'm glad. I'm glad you remembered that.
Yep.
Okay, so now doing a Dodongo skip. So you have to do that twice. You clip into the wall, do a super jump whilst doing a sword slash. Sorry, a spin slash. Oh, he's going to go for the French strat here. Gets it. Fantastic. Shouts to our boy Sagaz14.
I mean, everything that's an optimization that's been found in this game is due to Sagaz14 now.
Okay, he gets his second dong skip, and he's going to do a flop clip past this key block. That's on the way to fight the boss. So, Matt coming up. I'm getting his pizza power.
Now Nitro coming in to fight the boss at Dungeon 3. Now this boss is a little bit more difficult with piece of power because you have to space out your sword slashes a bit more carefully because the knockback with the piece of power, it actually gives bosses invincibility frames. Matt getting his piece of power on time.
Nicely done.
Decent Dodongo skip. It is possible to get stuck in the rock on Dodongo skip, and unfortunately the only way to really get out if you don't have the boots already is save and quit.
Yeah, it does happen. So Matt's going for a slightly older way of getting the boss key there. When you switch, when you're already running but you hold your sword out, even if you switch to have the boots de-equipped, then you still maintain your momentum. Okay, and that's another seashell for Nitroz. Now we're going to get the most
the most obscure heart piece.
Yeah, I got hit by the spark, which is a shame. Yeah, this is the most obnoxiously placed heart piece in the game.
How many people as kids found this heart piece, I wonder?
Okay, Matt's just finishing off the Slimer. Now, unfortunately, Nitroz is going to do a skip here, where you get to skip the cutscene of Taran being chased by bees, though he absolutely deserves to be. Okay, by the looks of it, Matt is about 1 minute 28 behind. Still plenty of time to catch up, though. Lots of things can mess you up in this run. But yeah, so the reason that you get the key there, sorry, the beehive, honeycomb, that's the one, is because you're meant to have done enough of the trading sequence to get into Candlelight Castle, which gives you the stick. But the game doesn't actually see if you have the stick, it just assumes that because you've beaten D3, you must have it. So it allows us to just proceed as if you have it. So as far as the trading sequence goes, that's where we're at there.
So Nitro's getting into the first sort of collectathon part of the run.
Yeah, there's a lot of overworld stuff going on now.
Yeah.
Let's see if Matt gets the skip. Like, I want him to do well, but I also want to see the... Oh, never mind. Oh, Nitro's got the cutscene skip for the bear as well. So it only takes a couple of seconds, but it's very tight, that one. Good work. But now we've got the pineapple from Mr. Bear. That sent Marin down to the beach, so we'll go find her. We've got a few things to do in town first. Yeah, Bow Wow is getting a short world tour. In any percent no squoob and no woob, then you do get to keep him for the entire game. But unfortunately, we have to give him back in this because we need to get a photo. Nitro's doing the so-called naked super jump there. Works the same as a regular one, but it's a little bit tougher. So that's him with the ocarina. And now he's going to do the most fun and important part of this game, which is let's go fishing.
So fishing is a big deal in this game. There's a highly competitive meme category called Fish the Pond.
I mean, you say meme category. I think it's the important category.
It's good practice for Hundo. Except in Hundo, you don't fish all of the fish. Is
Well,
it really 100%?
okay. Nigel's being very careful there because so what you do with this is you make sure the top fish takes the bait and then swims away, but then catch the big fish underneath, which has the heart piece in. You can have the third little fish down also steal your bait, and that just wastes your time. So,
in fact, this cutscene is RNG.
it's a very important thing.
Yeah.
So we've given Best Buddy Bow Wow back to Madame Meow Meow, who gave us a kiss, and that's an entirely normal thing to happen. Getting a couple of photos here.
So the big thing in this section of the run is really getting Marin on the beach, which we'll see Nitroz doing after getting the seashell. Now, Marin is usually required to wake up the walrus, but we could wake up the walrus with bomb triggers, and we might actually see both the runners do that in this run. But what we need Marin for in 100% is that there's 3 Marin pictures.
Yeah, if we could skip the date, it would be great, but sadly not. Now, an important thing that we're gonna judge Nitroz on here is how he approaches Marin. He tries to go for the nut touch. Shout out to my boys who do the old school nut grab.
I'm not getting his fish. Let's see if he decides to continue fishing. Yep.
So Xander raises a very valid question, chat, of what is the category. I still consider it to be no squoob, even though barely anyone plays that anymore. I don't know.
It's historically the main category.
Yeah, no OoB has been a lot more popular the past year or so. And obviously just now everyone's playing Hundo, but
it's because nothing's happening in the no squoob category at the moment.
we just need Sagas to have a dream one day about how he can shave off an extra 10 seconds somewhere.
Yeah, we need something found in main category for people to actually run it.
Mm-hmm. Although it's worth pointing out, after the last Hundo tourney, there was an all-day event of people doing impromptu no squoob runs, which is pretty fun. Okay, now I don't know how you meant to find this cutscene. There is no reason you would ever come back to the beach or this corner of it. But that's the froggy face photo. And we'll see if Matt is going to go for the nut touch. And what's he going to do? Oh, Matt misses his nut while Nitroz stands in front of the cock. And Mario gets in the way.
Love how you say Mario.
I mean, Tarin, yes, that will do.
Don't have enough time to go into the story of how this game was made, but there's a reason why there's a lot Mario characters.
You know, all of those seagulls once Mario characters. True story.
I thought you were going to say something else there.
No. It's true. It's very, very unheard of bit of lore, but... So yeah, it is quicker to do a bomb trigger here, rather than actually take Marin over, just so when she leaves the screen, she's already at this side.
You know, we've just robbed someone out there who's watching, who's got their bingo card almost filled, but then we don't mention the RNG seagulls.
Well, now they've got the full. Okay. Chat's gonna hang you for that. They're called RNG gulls. Okay, we're gonna bomb trigger this heart piece because
we
why?
can.
Because we can. This is how bombs work.
And obviously it's quicker than going over that bit. Oh, I'm now banned.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's unfortunate. So, we see Nitroz about to fire 2 arrows in tribute to the Sand God and get a key for it. There we are, he's fired his 2 arrows. Now he's going to get a key.
He's got the key. He's got the secret. Seashell. And now to another bizarrely placed heart piece.
I actually did find this one as a kid.
I'm not sure how you meant to. I'm sure someone told me there was a hint. That skeleton on the screen that Nitroz just left does say something if you sprinkle it with powder. Shouts to Spice for mentioning that in chat recently.
Oh, there you are. The skeletons tell you if you powder them.
Which again, like, I know it says, try sprinkling powder on a variety of things, but
I mean, at this point in the game, you've run out of things to sprinkle powder on, and you've given up because nothing really does anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't really think about. Well, who knows? Maybe I'll open up an emulator later and play, and just sprinkle powder over everything. We'll see what happens. So Nitroz is learning the second best song.
Wow, you think Mambo's the worst song?
Well, Mambo is the only song, because it's the only one with lyrics, so... even if the lyrics are just the word "oh," sorry, by default it is the finest and best. You're not even a song's intro? Okay, so we're coming to the end of the long overworld sequence.
So now we're actually coming to the bit that's new in Hundo, the bit that's been found since the last tournament.
Yeah, the routes only changed a little bit. We've got the French bonk here.
You might have noticed that... Oh, we're going to see another French bonk here.
Le bonk française. Oh, ça alors. I can't speak French, don't worry.
So the big difference has happened between the last time we've had the tournament and this time. Is you have noticed after Dungeon 2 we didn't go and open the warp in front of Dungeon 4. Because we've actually found it's quicker to do it this way. So we'll enter this cave and we'll save and quit back to this in a bit.
Welcome to the 53 Raiders from ZSR2. Damn, we've got to actually sound vaguely like we know what we're talking about now. There's a lot of people.
Yes, they're probably Zelda viewers.
So the Switch version, I wouldn't say they fixed all the glitches. It is a complete remake, and there's a lot of other glitches in there. So Nitroz is coming up to a skip that saves a tiny fraction of a second, but is incredibly important to the community, which is obstacle skip. Boing! There, he's done it. You don't lose anything but credibility if you fail it.
Is he doing it?
Yeah, they will.
He's going to go early.
Well, they have to come up here to get the seashell, but I'm fully expecting both of our runners will be going trick call early rooster skip.
He's going to do it, isn't he?
So for particularly for our influx of raiders, if you are not aware, this is the LADX 100% tournament. We're getting a lot of items. We've got a glowing butt sword on, just a regular butt sword on Nitro's screen as a mouse falls to his death. Tragic tale. And we're about to see one of the more interesting tricks. So we need to get, you'd normally come here later on to get the bird key. But we can do it early.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is where some of the time difference can be made up. Rooster skip would normally happen later on in the game where you use your hook shot to buffer some inputs, but you can jump around that corner and just keep pause buffering into the wall until you dig with your shovel and it locks you in place, and from there jump around to get the key. There you go. Now, fortunately, you can hard reset here, but every time you fall, as Matt just did in another regular pit, every time you fall, it loses you quite a bit of time. There we go. So that was what, third time lucky?
Third try, yeah.
It's insane.
It's a risk to do for sure.
Oh, Matt. Shame. Shame in chat, please.
So Matt isn't going to do early rooster skip by the looks of it.
I think he did. I think he'll do it.
Well, no, he entered that cave to say a save and quit point. He's not going to do it.
It's probably safer to do regular one, but D4 is a very short dungeon as well, because we basically just Jesus jump on the next screen and then we skip half of it.
So neither of them getting a glowing butt sword.
That's a shame. So Nitro's about to go get his singular flipper. This room is just such a pain. Okay, so that's the flipper. And we'll be getting the boss key now using one of two methods. Both super jumps, but one's more swag than the other. And okay, Nitro's going for the swag method. So he hack Clink, bounce off it. Oh, when he gets stuck. Okay, there you go. That's fine. Yeah, that can really mess up your day.
With super jumps, you manage to get stuck in a wall. Sometimes booting out works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. I'll let you explain this boss, Cravone.
So this boss, you hit with bomb arrows and that's it.
And that's all you do.
Yeah. Of course, we don't have the hook shot at the moment.
No, so we can't hook shot that. Shoutouts to one-time speedrunner Cravone_gaming.
I'm one-time speedrunner.
You have one time on the Hundo leaderboard, yes. Okay. Sorry, shoutouts to GeoGuessr Pioneer Crone and his attempts at anglerfish in the past.
Sounds to half a speedrunner, Corin.
The best half. Now, I don't know which channel's audio we're using. In case it's Nitroz, I'm just going to be quiet while the song plays. Oh! Amazing. And the best part about doing comms means that I can hear the stream in a minute as well. So that was the best song, Mambo's Mambo.
And now you're going to hear the best song again. So the Mambo song, okay, so it has two uses in this game. It can teleport you to start the dungeon, which is not useful in the slightest when we have save and quit.
Shoutouts to all us.
If you use it in Overworld, it teleports you to Crazy Tracy's hut, which we use 2 times, I believe.
Yeah, we used it once after Mad Batter and once on the way back up.
Now we're going into one of the more technical parts of the run.
Yeah, this ghost is very annoying, and there's going to be a skip coming up very soon, so he can talk to you just whenever if you stay on a screen long enough. And it can really ruin your day. Oh, talking to the owl for a bit of RNG minute there. But so this wall here is actually a pit because this is a well-programmed video game. And if it's a pit, we can do bomb triggers in it. And that means we get the bra.
Bomb triggers seriously break half this game apart.
Yeah.
It's actually funny how much they do.
So I was just about to try and do a cutscene skip here as well. Hopefully he can get it in under 7 buffers. 6 buffers, yeah, I mean, he still saves some time, but it's not ideal. Either way, about to do a trick called Early Magnifying Lens by bumping off this Zora. Ooh. Now, wherever it spawns, see, that's the ghost chatting to you there. If he does that whilst you're midway through this trick, that's painful. Nitroz is immediately disqualified for having sword on B.
He did this earlier.
Oh, absolutely disgusts me. Either way.
Well, he got his second try. Didn't lose too much time there.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different setups for that room based on where the Zora spawns. Now this is part 1 of a series of 2 tricks which break quite a lot of things in Hundo. The second part being early hook shot, which can only be done if we have the boomerang before the hook shot. So one sort of relies on the other.
Yeah, so you'll see why we're doing things in this order in D5. That's the corpse of the mouse that you left to die in the mountains, having washed downstream. And not content with killing the mouse, you then drown this poor innocent fisherman. That's his brother.
Well, you're getting rid of the competition for Fish the Bomb %.
That's true. But yes, this ghost won't stop annoying us, and because we're not playing any percents, we do actually have to get rid of him. In any percent, you can completely skip him by doing Dungeon 6. As soon as you get the level 2 bracelet, he just does it. He won't spawn. It's kind of neat.
But unfortunately, in this game, well, in Hundo, we have photos, which again stops us from sequence breaking.
Yes.
getting the magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Did you get that first time?
I think he did, yeah. I was watching Nitro's stream, unfortunately. But yeah, now we've got the boomerang, the best weapon in the game. Oh, sorry, we're about to get the boomerang.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, that'll be a sequence break and a half. Yeah, so this Korea only shows up once you've got the lens. But yeah, we now have a boomerang. And hopefully, so we're about to head up to D0 after getting some more seashells and another item upgrade. You might see some pretty cool Zoomerang strats coming up.
Yeah, the card dungeon is really where we show off what the boomerang can really do in a speedrun. It's sort of the only place we can really do it.
You can do it on this screen, but
yeah. Well, there's places where you can do the Zoomerang, but not full-on boomerang strats, because a lot of the other dungeons require other items.
yeah, we'll see it hopefully before D8 as well. But yeah, boomerang was being a little bit finicky for Nitroz there. Olos is, I think it was in. Will only do that screen with a sword. I guess if the strat works, it works. And that is our second item upgrade, which is the arrows. So thankfully, this ghost grave, which you have to take into, is just south of Nambo's Pond. It's a weird mechanic. You know, I can understand warping you to a place, but why there? Maybe it's just because you can get the health potion there. I don't know. But either way, yeah.
So here we're going to see Nitroz getting the photo for the returning the ghost.
I have once seen a run die because the runner, who shall remain nameless, forgot to get this photo. And then when he did the verification at the end, panic happened. But yeah, so we're off to get a heart piece now, and then finally back to a dungeon. That's most of the overworld stuff done now. And we're going to Dungeon 0.
So we see Nitroz using the boomerang through some blocks.
It's beautiful, that. I love it.
We sort of see a similar thing later on in the run as well.
Okay, so D0's got an important room where you get the only place in the game where you get 5 rupee pickups. So this was kind of... The DX version of this game was just sort of tacked on and not really well thought out and made this incredibly well-programmed video game even more very well-programmed. These will respawn when you either leave the dungeon or reset. And we need to go back in there a second time, and hopefully they will remember to go back in there the second time. Because we need to get 300 rupees in order to subject ourselves to about 30 seconds of meaningless noises.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, you heard me.
I'm one of those guys.
I know. Sadly. Nice wee thing here, the giant soul room here, if you enter without any powder, a fairy comes in from the side and drops off about here, which is kind of nice. Okay, so we're going to see Nitroz do save and quit and immediately hard reset so that the rupees at the start respawn. And absolutely make sure that you have over 300 before leaving. Not that anyone would make that mistake, but...
I mean, if they do forget, there are places that they can recover it.
Yes.
E5.
Look, Astro, I didn't call you out. Okay, so we're going to go into the... it's called the bingo room, where you got to put each of the orb monsters into the appropriately coloured hole. This room can be fun.
See, I was going to say this is why I like the boomerang in this dungeon.
Yeah, Nitro's not getting an amazing one there, unfortunately.
He got trolled with some movement patterns there.
Yeah, you can see some great bingo rooms. Unsurprisingly, Sagaz has got a very good one. Past the room of Xander's Shame and onto the boss.
I mean, you'd probably get a good bingo room if you had the bamboo cart, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm. We should maybe apologise for the some of the folk in chat who aren't deeply embedded within the community. There are lots of fatuous in-jokes about some of the runners here, so do feel free to call us out in chat if you're like, what the hell are they talking about? But as Nitroz having got the blue tunic, the worst of tunics, but one that gets used for this for reasons.
So we see Matt doing the rupee room again.
Yep. So he's got his 300. Nitroz off to go do the signpost maze. This one can be quite a pain in... oh, Matt. Bless him. This can be quite a pain even in vanilla. Like if you accidentally read a sign twice. Nitro's having some trouble with the dumb jump there. Oh no. And Matt is having a totally normal time with bingo room. Jesus. Matt,
good content.
This is content. This is absolutely content. Matt will be highly discontented.
So, signpost maze, it's very easy because you can read these signs with both buttons. It's very easy to double read a sign, especially if you start
from the beginning. I'm kind of hoping Matt just gets red tunic now for Matt, please don't die. Okay.
We have to be silent for the best song now.
Yeah, I guess I'll have a drink while we're waiting. I'm gonna put up with this.
Best song.
I mean, all I'll say for it is that it's probably going to be useful at some point, or it has the potential to be useful later on in the game. Matt getting safety fairy there, probably no bad shout.
And I remember when we had to do the signpost maze in No Scroob and Scroob. Or Woob.
That was a
That
while
was
back.
back before bomb triggers were a thing.
Okay, I don't know if Nitroz is just following a different route there, or if I just wasn't paying attention. But he's gone and got the Zora picture, but he's not gone to get the moat heart piece. Is that not done at this point? Yeah, I think
he's not gotten it.
maybe he's going to do it now.
Maybe he's.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if this is part of his route or whether he just forgot.
No, he must have forgotten, because you'd get this and then go north for Animal Verge. Thankfully, he remembered. I don't know if he's in chat or not, but we lost him a little bit of time, but. So yeah, this mode. Oh, Matt.
What is Matt doing?
Doing it for the kids, man. Yeah.
I think Matt's double red.
Matt is having a totally normal one.
And he's reading chat. Wait. Did he dash out of...
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's even worse.
Alright, folks, get your... I'm expecting to see these clips on my desk first thing in the morning, along with pictures of Spider-Man. Nitro's going through the Armos maze now. Just an absolute train wreck of a place sometimes. I hated this in vanilla. But he's now got his final heart. Yes, do open the chest. He's got his final seashell here, so that's brought him up to 20. And we'll see what strats he's going to use against Armos Knight. Most likely boot strats, but...
I mean, is there a strat people use other than boot strats? Let's be honest.
If you want to use arrows, there's nothing technically... Shoutouts to the folk who do this with red tunic and just beat him to death.
Yeah, we'll mention in a bit why we've gone with blue tunic over red tunic. Actually, I guess we can explain that now. So, red tunic takes some of the properties of piece of power. Crucially, it doesn't take the increased movement speed. So, it doesn't really make us faster, but it also gives us the drawback of having a knockback on our attack. And that basically gives invincibility frames to the Dungeon 5 boss that we'll see at the end of the next dungeon.
Yeah. I was just going through the second of the donut mazes, past the obnoxious bomb fairies, and jumps over the node pit, over the Zorlax pit, and off to D6. Whereas Matt's just got Zora picture, so the most frequently forgotten picture. Having a little dance with two buzz blobs, and he's going to be off to go fight Armos Knight.
I've just had a revelation. There's
What's
a node pit.
Yeah?
That one pit.
That is the node pit, yeah. Node had great fun with that one day. Shouts to Nokaju and his lovely cat, Josette. That's one thing that the community does well as well. We have some very good cats. That's him getting the level 2 croissant, the second most useless item in the game. The thing with D6 is that we actually do a large amount of it backwards. By doing a super jump, we go straight to the boss key, which means we skip the Dodongo fight. I guess it's technically another form of Dodongo skip, but... Matt, I swear to God, Matt, I swear to Matt,
dear.
Please. Oh, bless him. Okay, Nitro's about to do a shack jump, and then a super jump over here, which
he misses.
Right, you can soft lock there, so was a little worried for a second.
So Matt getting second try armor snipe.
Well, yeah, the first most useless item is the level 2 shield. We have no use for it whatsoever. And Nitro's about to do the skill heads. So, second try, third try, 4, 5, 5th try.
So the way you do skill heads, you put them against the wall, you spam a button and pray. There's a 25% chance of getting it each time. So basically you have to throw them and they have to land on they have to land standing up. Obviously each has a 50-50 chance.
Unless your name is Bamboo Shadow, in which case you have a 100% chance of getting it first time.
Yeah.
Or, what was your record, Cravone?
34.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Cravone, the mathematical impossibility. 34th try, Horseheads was...
I'll have to work out the probability of that sometime.
Art the cards, man. Art the cards. So, Matt, fortunately remembering you can kill that spark there with the boomerang to get a fairy. Oh! Nitro's not getting the bomb boys, but still throwing a bomb whilst grabbing the coral triangle. Yeah, I didn't mention, but Fasad's hitbox spawns before he does, so you can get 3 hits on that boss before the battle even starts. You should be going for a bomb trigger now to skip that owl cutscene. The less we have to see of that owl, the better, frankly. But with all 20 seashells, we can now go back to the mansion and get that level 2 sword.
Now, the level 2 sword in this category is great because it's required for the completion of the category. And that's why it's great. That's why it's great.
If you're on full health, sword go pew pew.
Yeah, I don't know about you. If I had a red tunic and I had level 2 sword, Meldum on the final boss, man, that's fast.
So Nitroz is just heading down to... whilst Matt is after the boss key for D6. Now, Dungeon 5 has... this is where things may change. So there's a trick early on in the dungeon called Early Hookshot. So the way this works is that each room can have one item associated with it. And in the case of the room we're going to, it's a small key. But it's next to the room where if you'd fought Master Stalfos 4 times, he would eventually drop the hook shot. So what Nitroz is going to do is he's going to clear out all the enemies and any drops like rupees or hearts. And he's going to try and pull the boomerang, pull the key with the boomerang onto the next screen with him as he transitions. Now, even if he gets a perfect setup, it's a 50-50 chance with frame rules. Okay, so now if the neutral case, well, the good case is you get it and you save time. The medium case is you fail it, you try again, waste about 30 seconds. Okay, he got it. The worst case is you accidentally get the small key itself, and you have to go there and fight Master Stalfos 4 times, and this skip saves about 2.5 minutes in the run. And remember to get the key afterwards.
We've seen people fail that trick because they've still had stuff on the screen before as well.
Yeah, you absolutely need to get the hearts and rupees. Also, a weird little trick with Master Stalfos. He only needs 3 bomb arrows to knock him out here. Fire a 4th one and overkill him, and he drops. Matt getting the bomb boys would work. You'll understand why that is so named when we reach Dungeon 8. Now, in other categories where we don't have the hook shot, this next room that Nitroz is in, you get... oh, bless him.
He did some flag and then fell.
Yeah. You just have to jump over that pit. That is the dumb jump, and is the bane of many runners' lives. Thankfully, early hookshot means we can avoid that. That's just getting his level 2 sword. Okay, and now if you watch Nitroz's screen, you can see how well programmed this video. Yep, just shimmies right through. Hammer at the boss. So, an advantage, as Brian said, of having Blue Tunic is that, you know, this boss, you can two-cycle it with a red. Quite tough. Nitroz should get a 2-cycle on Slime Ale. I think that was a 5 hit.
He got 5 hits.
Good stuff. Yeah.
So
easy every time.
If he 5 hits it with the blue tunic, he would have definitely got 3. He would have definitely got 4 with the red tunic. But probably not on the second one round. So we're gonna see Mambo here from Nitro.
Now there's only really one area of RNG left, so Matt's about to go for early hookshot. Hopefully he'll get it. T7, by the way, is completely and utterly broken, beyond repair.
If you've recently played D7 casually, you won't recognize D7 in the speedrun.
Okay, on you go, Matt. Make us proud.
He took his time with it as well.
As I said, even if you get it perfectly done, you're still at the mercy of the frame. Oh, failed the second time. And yeah, what we've also got to remember is Matt still has to do Rooster Skip. So Nitroz is going to bomb trigger this heart piece as well.
So you're gonna get another obstacle skip.
Boing.
Doesn't fail it like that did. So
Hey.
that was either third or fourth try.
Fourth try, I think. And Matt has remembered to get the key. I can happily report.
So, Dungeon 7. Dungeon 7 is sort of a mess between super jumps and bomb triggers. So, normally in the vanilla game of Dungeon 7, you'll have to use the ball that you get in the dungeon to knock down 4 pillars to bring down the top floor onto the third floor. However, you can bomb trigger pillars. So we do it completely without the ball by use of super jumps to get to those pillars quickly, and then obviously bomb triggers.
Matt going for D5 boss key. Nitroz very briefly being eaten by a like there. And now we have the most useless item. There is absolutely no purpose in it. But, a little bit of jiggery pokery with the blocks there. Now,
you have to bomb this Zol.
Yeah, I don't actually know why it doesn't work if that Zol is alive, but it doesn't.
I think it's because that's the first event on the screen, and if he's there, it triggers him. Well, it's weird because it doesn't work on the next screen if you don't kill him. I don't know if anyone really knows why.
That was some very smooth bomb triggering from Nitroz. That was really well done.
So we see Matt on Wall Snake.
Clearly enjoying himself there.
I mean, he's got blue tunic, he can take risks.
Yeah. So Nitroz is hopefully going for a trick here called Gumbasa, which is okay. Basically, he's going to want to. Oh, first try.
Wow!
Amazing. Okay,
that is the best RNG you can hope for there.
I've not seen a good Gumbasa like that for a bit. That's good work. So basically, doing a super jump off that wall, bouncing off the Goomba's head, and then needing to boots out. Just really, really well done. Now, Cravone, why don't you tell us about hookshotting down here?
So I don't know exactly what causes it, but in categories where there is save and quit enabled, you can actually hookshot down here because the boss sort of hitbox when he's not on screen is below. Wow.
Nitroz?
Oh, okay. So he just reset the boss.
Nitro. Oh. Okay. That's unfortunate.
He's just completely reset. Here's the thing. He'd left, like, if you fall after you've done a decent amount of damage to him, he'll start doing his alternate attack.
Yeah.
Which means we can't hookshot down on him.
That's a clip. So yeah, you don't see an older strat here, which is killing him with bombs. Oh well. And yeah, see, so there are so many glitches in this. You know, I mean, Hundo being about an hour and a half, well, hour and 20 minutes. 80% no OoB and no squib being shy of an hour, and any percent being a couple of minutes, you can completely destroy this game. Go check out the any percent ace and no ace categories. So what Nitroz did there was he opened the save and quit menu to regain control of Link falling, so that he didn't go into that pit, which would mean having to go all the way back round into the mountain range again.
So we're going to see on Matt's screen here, he's going to be doing an alternate method of route skip to what Nitroz did. This is a buffer method, so it's consistent.
Yeah.
But this method is only doable with the hookshot. Well,
If you
gets the first time. So.
Good work, Matt. And if you're watching Nitroz's screen there, you just the zoomerang. That's I just love zoomerang. It's a shame that there's not many places that we found it can be useful, but yeah, it gives you an amazing burst of speed. And now he's ascended the mountain of cauliflowers and is going to get the final powder upgrade. And it's tradition that because you have powder equipped, to kill the mini Moldorm with powder. Okay, guess he's not gonna. Wow, no respect, no respectable. So yeah, if you clipped into this wall, the flamethrower won't actually knock you back. That will only happen if you're actually fully on the path, thereby making Mirror Shield completely redundant. You have to kill that moblin so that this bomb trigger works. So even though we've got the frog song, which is Wake Up Turtle, you can't just bomb trigger it and then immediately run straight through because he has no hitbox there. So that's both of them in a dungeon now. D8, much like D7, is very broken.
So we're going to see a glitch here, hopefully, that's unique to Dungeon 8. Which is going to be the lava swim. Though we'll see Bookshot first. Do you want to explain Bookshot?
Yeah, so Bookshot is basically you're doing a jump with a hookshot there, which does a clip through that key block. The hookshot has to be on B, hence why it's called Bookshot. Hi Blano, bye Blano. B inputs take priority, so it has to be done in that order. If you were to go back up the stairs at that point, you would soft lock because you don't have a key. And unfortunately, we cannot do Blano skip, which is a very old strat for that room, but is technically out of bounds. Although there was talk in a previous run today of a campaign to reinstate Blano skip.
The campaign should be called No Blano.
And that's the final heart piece. So Matt's going for the P-hack link to get into the boss room in D7. Having a bit of trouble with it. It is more consistent than dealing with Goomba RNG. Though not the way Matt's doing it. Oh, Matt.
Nitroz is going to be doing the room.
The Roomba room.
room.
Matt is... Matt is... And I guess that's all I can say. He just is. How
Matt
many...
is doing Matt things.
I lost count of how many attempts at P-hack Clink.
Enough that killing the mini boss and getting the boss key would have been quicker.
He gets it. With Nitroz now fighting Hothead, the only way that Matt can win is if there's a specific thing that could potentially go wrong where Hothead won't die and Nitroz has to take individual hits in the lava.
Shouts to disclude.
And we get the Wang Boys as well in the drum. Beautiful. Okay, so that's all the instruments. That's all the photos. That's all the upgrades and all the heart pieces. Nitroz is off to the egg now for the final stretch. Only sad that Matt spent so much time doing the P-Hat clinks that I think it's too long for a clip.
I'm kind of sad that the start of Matt's run looked like it was going to be an incredible PB.
Yeah, when I saw the 11 rupees on the beach, I was like, maybe it's a sign.
Yeah, maybe it was going to be the run where he breaks his...
We'll have to be quiet as the national anthem's now playing. Beautiful. And you'll notice that we played the song on that most tuneful of instruments, the bomb. So that was the second to last bomb trigger in the game.
So in the game, casually, usually you will have to read a book in the library after you get the magnifying glass to get the code for this egg. However, this code is by default always the same until you read that book. But because we don't read that book and we know the code, we always know the way through this egg.
Luraloo, as it's referred to.
Some people have that as this last split.
So Nitroz failing the bomb trigger there.
So
Which means
get music.
We get music. Sour, please. So this will be an interesting one because he's not going to be able to get the blob quick kill. And also there's a chance. So we've got a manip for Aghanim, the second nightmare. I don't know why he's just not using powder.
Yeah, why isn't he using powder?
Does he know that that's what you're meant to do? Oh, so we've got a manip that works, but it requires the RNG to be a particular state, and if you get the bomb trigger, then you are always on the state that the manip works. But that probably won't work this time, so we'll see. Yeah, he could be throwing for content.
I think he's memeing. He's trying to get something swag, hoping someone's going to clip the time he gets it. Matt failing bookshot.
Yeah, that's all right. You can do it, Matt. There we go.
Okay, he's resorting to powder. Man, I tried to do what he was doing, recovering an 80% run once.
Okay, that's all the powder used up. Okay, so I guess we'll talk about Aghanim then. He's the first 2 balls he'll fire will be yellow energy, be reflected. After that, it's a 50-50 chance of getting the yellow ones or blue balls. And nobody wants blue balls, so we'll see if he's using the manip. It could, but no. Okay, so that's it's now going to be a 50-50 chance.
Which theoretically could last forever.
Yeah, I mean, Matt could still win. Oh,
But,
come
okay,
on, Nitro.
okay. It's 50-50 and then you miss a yellow ball. Usually Aghanim tends to punish you if you miss a yellow ball. Okay, not too bad. Now there's a quick kill for this Moldorm.
Matt's killed Cue Ball there, who he missed in D4, but came back to pay his visit in D8, and he's about to do the Roomba Room. Oh, he didn't get the Moldorm stun lock.
Yeah.
So, I mean, thankfully, Moldorm hasn't got pits to throw down here, but still a shame. So
He knows how far ahead he is.
Yeah, so he's going to go for Death Eye Skip now, where he's going to play the Frog Song on a particular frame.
He's trying to do it bufferless.
Who do you think he is, Xander?
I think so.
Sorry, I mean to give him his full name, Xander Che 10 _____.
Bufferless only really works if you get it first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows how far ahead of
Yeah.
Matt he is.
So the way that skip works is if you play it on the same frame as one of the flame bats spawns, you can freeze it in place, and then when you kill Ganon, both he and the bat turn into Death Eye. But because the bat then is meant to die with Ganon, the game thinks, oh, a Death Eye just died, and spawns the stairs up. Matt got a side wang, which is very respectable.
I wonder if Nitroz intends to kill Deathall whilst the stairs are already up.
I'm just glad we've got some content. Maybe if he's got Matt's stream up, maybe he's gonna like wait until Matt is in the nightmare fight, just to add a bit of spice to this. Shoutouts to Spice. You know, he could if he's not having trouble with. He could always try Song 2. Just saying.
Okay, now he's just taking damage for nothing.
Did you get that one? No.
Okay, I think he's gone to the point where he's just gonna finish.
Yeah. So this is Landmolas. And once again, he's gone. So, Death Eye. Okay, he's going to go for Arrow Strat. So, the Boomerang can kill him in one shot, or you can fire 16 arrows. You can also use bombs as well. I'm really hoping...
I was going to say, I want to see him use 16 bombs. So he got 2 hits.
He's only going to do 2 per... cycle. Now he's just teasing Matt. Let the man lose with some dignity.
Well, I mean, he's already ruined that with his run.
I'm trying to be nice to Matt. Yeah.
Okay, if we want to be respectful to Matt, we don't mention D7 or signpost maze.
And he's going for the bombs.
He's gonna run out of hearts by it. If he dies,
beautiful,
beautiful.
And with an incredibly respectful sub 130.
You know, when you said that, I half expect him to wait till 130.
That was okay. Nitroz, hello.
Hello.
I'm going to technically say congratulations, Trey.
Thanks.
And thank you for the content. Now please explain yourself to the audience.
Man, the run was so bad. There were a lot of bad mistakes, so I kind of got tired and fucked around at the end.
Well,
so I'm sorry to everyone that was watching. It was kind of stupid, but whatever.
No, it was content.
It was content. Matt has also...
Like, I fell on... I jumped down on Eagle again.
Yeah, I mean that was. Oh, we'll wait till Matt's in to have a full debrief of this, but he's not doing too well on Iconum just now.
I don't know. It was just silly messing around by me, but yeah, I was paying attention a bit to the stream, but I don't know. I played pretty decently throughout most of the race until I forgot the hard piece in the mode. That's like where things really got worse. But other than that, it was not the worst run in the world, I guess.
How many blue balls has Matt had now?
Not enough for world record.
It's coming close.
World record is 17, I believe. Has anyone been counting?
I think we're gonna. I've not been counting, but I think we might actually look at this.
We'll have to look at the VOD, see if that's world record. Missed the stun lock. But yeah, Nitroz, I mean, so what was it? Just small errors here and there? Because I think the only thing major we noticed was the heart piece. And
that was beautiful.
If Matt decides to end with a bomb, we could be here for a while.
It was actually kind of like, I realized I had to confederate because I was taking so much damage. I was close to dying, even with Blue Tunic.
Yeah, so Deathless Eye will open whenever he feels like, not before.
So we should mention that both of these runners have an item in their inventory that one-shots this boss, but both
two items
do not use it. Well, you attempted the Deathless skip. Corin thought...
Hold on a second, I can just hop right in. Ha!
And that's a GG for Matt with a highly respectable 133.32. I'm very proud of you both.
You sure?
As a consumer of content, I am very proud of you both.
So Nitroz, what did you do?
You'll have to watch the VOD.
You're a terrible person.
Nitroz
There's too much to explain.
He had an interesting boss fight.
There are days when I wish I hadn't used the word content anywhere near because that's when this all started.
We'll I guess we'll recap some of the So, like, you getting 11 rupees on the beach. What? What?
Cut at 11.
I don't know what you're talking about. Everybody always goes, no, I got 8. I need to go to the bushes now. No, screw the bushes.
No.
Yeah. Matt, you had an amazing start of the run.
Yeah, you can tell exactly where the thing that happened.
Yeah, it was signpost maze.
Yeah. Other than that, I was like a minute ahead.
So, what happened in signpost maze?
Hands ran up.
It happens. Like, there's some. I mean, D7 was a moment as well.
D7 was definitely the hardest hand zing I've had in a while. And that's pure hands. I was doing all the inputs right to do P-hat jump. Just didn't take.
If only you could have done.
Don't you say it. If you say it, I'm going to give you the same treatment I'm going to give Xander later.
Well, I'll let you know that Nitroz got the best possible RNG on that.
Alright. I knew I was going to lose, but I'm just
Yeah.
glad he decided to throw hard.
And I still lost a minute in D7
Yeah.
because of Eagle stuff.
Yeah, that was entertaining. Like,
Yeah, good bit of content from both runners.
yeah, I'm looking forward to rewatching all this in the memes. Good.
I'm glad it
I
was good for
started this
some.
run half a minute ahead, and I ended it 5 minutes and 30 seconds behind.
Man.
Oh. Fungineer is a different thing than me. Xander, you know what you did? Oh, the average time for these guys is about a 125.
Yeah.
As well,
I mean, Nitroz did have a 9-minute last boss fight.
Amen.
I regret to inform chat that neither of these runs were, though, which is the only metric that truly matters in Hundo. But
Actually, now that I think about it, Nitroz. Chat was yelling about you missing a heart piece. Did you go back and get that?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
I actually noticed it before chat because I actually have a split that's called the heart piece, but I wasn't looking at my splits a lot, and then I just realized, like, hey, why am I losing time here? That doesn't make any sense. I'm like, oh, yeah, I need to get that. So luckily I realized, like, right after I got Sora picture, so I was still close to the warp. Otherwise it could have been pretty bad.
Oh, I did something very nice this run, and I'm happy, man. Sum of best is now actually a 125, so Xander's now right. Congratulations.
Nice.
yeah, I mean, there were goals, so
I got a lot of golds as well, actually. I just got a lot bigger time losses elsewhere.
no, I think all in all it was a greatly entertaining run. I'm grateful to you both for sharing that with the chat.
Oh, it's wonderful fun.
Yes, for those following, there are many more races in Eternity this week.
Luckily.
The next one being tomorrow at the same time as this. So yeah, I will not release who I put bets on, but all I'm saying is somebody better throw in the final round, or they're coming to take my kneecaps.
So sadistic, everybody in this.
I'm looking forward to the race on Tuesday.
Right, so tomorrow we have Zinthothen versus Glyph DX. Tuesday is Spice Father versus Happy with Sugar. And then Wednesday is Spiraster versus M-Chan. Thursday is Seize versus Aulos.
Say versus.
Olos, okay, thank you. Also Thursday is Astronumos versus OoB. So yeah, we got a lot of Link's Awakening DX stuff going on this week, which is awesome.
Yeah,
Yes,
those are
I
some
tried.
good races.
Every single one of those races is going to be gold. I'm
Oh, yeah.
really looking. I'm really looking forward to all of them. So
Even more gold than this one.
don't forget, it's not just about the speed; it's also about the sweat. But yeah,
All right.
any
Any final
final
thoughts
thoughts?
about?
Oh man, sorry.
Oh no, it's all good.
Yeah, get out of each other's heads.
Okay, so any final thoughts about the race?
I need to practice more.
Not playing is actually the best idea. You always win if you don't play.
That's why I've got an unbeaten streak.
You've played Rando, you don't count.
Half a speedrunner.
Shoutouts to the LADX randomizer communities.
All right. And with that, I want to thank you all for watching. Later on today on ZSR, we have the Ocarina of Time GSR tournament, lower bracket round 5 between Chef Bear versus Tixel. That's going to be on this channel in about 2.5 hours. So watch out for that. And that's going to do it for us. I hope you all had a great time watching and have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.